Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Cicero Regular Town Board meeting, Wednesday, November 12th at 2025 at 6:30 p.m. If you please note there are two emergency exits in the rear of the room, one to my right. Please silence your cell phones and stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing and remember those who are serving in harm's way. Thank you. Okay, we'll start out with Councilor Hogan. Anyone like to speak I'm sorry, Ashley. Apologize. Anyone like to speak on behalf of any of the agenda items prior to the meeting? No? Okay, go ahead. Thank you.
Move for the adoption of a resolution approving abstracts number 43 dated 10/29/2025, abstract number 44 dated 11/5/2025, and abstract number 45 dated 11/12/2025.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Well, no or abstain. Move on to the public hearing for the amended zone change. And this time I wish to waive the reading that's been noted and posted and advertised at the proper time.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, at this time, Katie, come up and speak on behalf of Colliers and.
This working? Okay, great, Supervisor. Just a little bit about the mixed residential overlay district that we're looking at this evening. This was really crafted in a response to an attempt to accommodate some of the housing demand within the town and identify areas for diversity of housing as it was identified in the comprehensive plan update that was recently adopted. So the purpose of this district really is to, again, accommodate some additional housing typologies that currently aren't permitted in this area. You'll see on the map here, this is the proposed area in which the overlay district will apply. It is essentially the remainder of the area of the moratorium area that is not incorporated within the waterfront overlay district that was adopted earlier this year. So a quick kind of overview of the parameters of the overlay district. The district is intended to, again, it's an overlay district, so all of the existing permitted uses within the underlying districts remain the same. The exception here really is that mixed residential development, and I can talk a little bit more about what that entails, would be allowed and accommodated on parcels of 10 acres or more in size. And when we're saying mixed residential development, we mean a mix of housing ranging from single-family homes through multifamily development with certain parameters on the ultimate makeup of the housing composition that could be accommodated on each lot. Some other key components here within the overlay district. So again, it's a minimum of 10 acres for any lot that could utilize a mixed residential development. Really, the intent is to accommodate this housing while not detracting from the existing character of existing development along Route 31, as well as making sure that that rural character of the roadway is maintained as well. And that is accommodated through clustering and appropriate buffering and screening so that the visual impact of housing development would be mitigated. Some other key components of the overlay district are there has to be respectful, again, of existing residential development patterns. So if it's in close proximity to existing single-family housing or other types of development, it has to have a similar scale and appearance to those of what's surrounding it so that it's not detracting, again, from that existing character. There are also some additional requirements, including access management provisions that help accommodate safe turning movements onto Route 31 if there was traffic on 31, that is happening in a safe and predictable way. There are some design requirements for this mixed residential development as well, so that housing is consistent with the town's desired character as identified in the comprehensive plan and of high quality. And then lastly, I'll just say that, I think the important overall note here is really being thoughtful, the town being thoughtful. So kudos to the town about, understanding that demand is high right across the nation. There's housing demand and a housing shortage. So accommodating that in a creative way that kind of seeks both objectives of maintaining the character of the roadway, ensuring that that is still remains functional for existing residents while accommodating a variety of housing types for folks who are looking to age in place, young families, really the full gamut of community members. So with that, I think I'll move to the next part of this action, which is a map amendment to the Brewerton Hamlet area. So this is really just a small adjustment in the northern area of the hamlet. If you scroll up, actually, you'll see some parcels identified in yellow. Those parcels are currently zoned as R1, and this is really just an addition of an overlay district onto those parcels to help accommodate future growth as it was identified in the New York Forward project, and start to also encourage some additional housing development and reinvestment in the Brewerton area. So that's just a minor adjustment on the overlay map. Again, the underlying zoning remains the same for those parcels that are identified in the top right corner, or sorry, left corner of the overlay area. And so that's kind of the second component of this action.
Great, thank you, Katie.
Thanks.
This time, I'd like to open the public hearing,
6:36.
6:36. Would you like to come up and speak on behalf or against?
Good evening, Judy Boyke. She talked pretty fast. So I'm not sure I grasped everything that she was saying. So is it my understanding on this map, she said that it's gone to R1, which is residential 10, which is just plain residential.
Katie?
So what is the change? What are we amending on this particular one?
The real addition, the overlay district that allows for additional types of uses that are already accommodated along this board. So it's really just a minor map amendment to help accommodate the change that's identified in the comprehensive plan as well as the urban.
So you've added nothing more than you've just changed something. Can you help me out here?
Okay, so when you look at the very top of the gateway, the Hamlet Core District, which is in red, you're gonna see those yellow parcels
Yeah.
just off to the west. Yep, that's what's being changed right there. So they're gonna be part of the Gateway District and the uses allowed in the Gateway District, similar to what's in the southern portion.
But couldn't they have done this before? They're residential anyway.
It's just like the rest of the overlay district, the underlying uses remain. It just allows the overlay district uses
So
on
they
those parcels.
they fall in line with the new restrictions and the new concept of the comprehensive plan.
As Katie said, and Kate could talk to this too as well, the New York Forward Grant, it falls in line with those uses that were part of the comprehensive plan and part of the New York Forward Grant.
So what is allowed now that wasn't allowed before, if this gets approved?
Townhomes. So that was a New York Forward project that won. It went through all the public vetting during the New York Forward project. It won. And so it needed just a minor zone change. So this was the easiest way to do it, was just change the red to yellow. And then the townhomes could go
Is it
in.
just townhomes or is it multifamily as well?
It's just
Apartment building.
townhomes. And then on the northeast corner, so Bennett Street and Route 11, the corner property in red, that is mixed use where it's going to have a restaurant. It's supposed to have the rooftop restaurant and then apartments and then business on the first floor. But to do townhomes did not fit in the red overlay, so it had to be the yellow overlay.
Essentially, the difference is all the same uses are permitted pretty much in both the yellow and the red. It's just that residential uses in the red are not permitted on the first floor. And in the yellow, it is. And you're not in the, it's kind of an entrance into the core district from the west. So it kind of similarly functions as it does from the north from the south to the north.
What's on those yellow lots now? Some of them are open, right?
Parking, there's
Yes.
parking and a house, there's an old house. and
Yeah.
Just open dirt parking.
Gravel parking for the people in the apartments, plus the barber shop and the pizza shop and then the open land. The behind, yes, there is one house. And then there's a like a storage barn type of thing. But I know the future use that they're looking for is to put townhouses up there. That's why I asked. Okay. Again, understanding what is the change, if you can help me out again, Steve, on the other chart. What is the actual change on this? What has been changed from the original comp plan?
All of that stays the same. So if you have an existing use in this area that is single family home or a farm, that stays the same. If that's something we look to develop moving forward under this current proposal, that would stay the same as well. The only thing that changes here is it allows for mixed residential housing. So again, when I'm saying mixed, it's single family and some multi-family, which is restriction of that composition. So it has to include all of those on lots that are of a certain threshold, so 10 acres. But in addition to that, there are several additional requirements for those types of developments. So again, buffering from the roadway, design requirements, access management strategies. So really the idea is that if you're accommodating it, it's not detracting from the visual experience from the current code. It's going to be adequately buffered and screened, and the units will be clustered in a way that people are really not perceiving them from the roadway. And again, those traffic patterns, as you know, housing is developed, would be developed in such a way that it's not creating difficult crossings or difficult intersections for people. So, the layer of parameters that we're
Well, anyway, all that has to go before the planning board and the county as far as you being able to have access to 31. There's also wetlands in there, major wetlands in there.
in addition to any constrained land and except outside of those constrained lands, 40% requirement of common open space within that for residents of that particular development.
Isn't there any commercial property that is also along that overlay?
And those would be untouched. Those are able to operate under the current commercial zoning.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Okay, anything from the board?
Kate, didn't we receive information today from the county and then Steinmetz themselves, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The county had approved, had sent a letter that it went through, and then they had some additional comments for the town to consider. And I don't know, Counselor Carp, if you want to speak to that.
Well, I was just, as a way of background and to expound on what Katie said, we started with the moratorium area and with the idea of having one overlay district. The intent was never to necessarily allow the same type of development along the lakeshore as along 31 because there's a level of intensity difference. But it quickly became clear that
trying to shoehorn all of that into one overlay district. Well, in this part of the overlay district, you can do this, but in this part, you can do this. Didn't really make a lot of sense, which is why it was bifurcated into the Lakeshore and then this one. Excuse me. So one of the main goals here was to preserve the rural / semi-rural character of the area so that we don't have large developments right on 31. So that even as it gets developed in the future, which we all know is coming whether we want it or not, you will still get kind of the same feel and the same atmosphere driving through there. That was really important to those of us on the committee. I know that's important to a lot of residents. So that's what this is an attempt to do. I think that I'd like to thank Colliers, Katie, and also John, who's not here, and the rest of the members of the committee. I think that we did a really good job collectively of reaching that goal. It doesn't mean that it may not need to be tweaked at some point in the future. But what this does ensure is, again, that 10 years from now, well, maybe a little bit longer now that Mike Brown's delayed, 20 years from now, when you drive through there and there is a population increase in Cicero, you're not driving through there and saying, I can remember, there's McMansions everywhere. There's stuff right up to the road. I can remember when that was a field. I mean, there's going to be development and there's going to be things that wasn't there before, but you're not going to have that. This doesn't feel like the same place. This feels like a different planet type feel, which I'm sure we've all experienced driving through areas that we grew up. I haven't grown up in Cicero. There's places that feel like that right now. So I mean, I think that this came out really well. I'm very pleased with it. I'm glad I'm getting a chance to vote on it prior to the end of my term. And so again, Katie, I'd like to thank you and thank you for driving here from Rochester.
Yes, they've been a huge help to the town in the past few years, and I want to thank them as well. Not that they're going anywhere. Okay, did we close the public hearing, Mike? What do you got?
We did not, but if you want to, it's 6:47.
6:47. Oh, I'm sorry. Did anybody else want to have a comment up here? No. 6:47 it is. And at this time, I move for the adoption resolution to approve the adoption of.
You need a seeker.
We don't have a seeker.
This is a local law. I'll do it.
Go ahead.
Move adoption resolution that the proposed amendment to the Town of Cicero zoning law, that would be local law number 8 of 2025, is a type 2 action for the purpose of seeker compliance. It will not have a negative impact on the environment. It does not involve any permitting agency outside of the town and does not require the preparation of a draft environmental impact statement.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
No.
Oh.
I vote no.
Okay. Wish to vote no? Anyone wish to abstain? Okay. I'll move the adoption resolution to approve the adoption of local law number 8 of 2025 to amend the zoning law of the town of Cicero, considering 1, adoption of mixed residential overlay district, and 2, amendment to the existing Brewerton Road corridor overlay district.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone wish to vote no? Anyone wish to vote abstain? Okay. Passed. You want to do the next one, John? Because I'm not sure what you guys got going on. With that
Oh,
one.
well,
I'm a no. I'm still a no. I'm staying a no. Yes, thank you. No problem.
Okay. Well, we're reopening the public hearing on the 2026 Town of Cicero preliminary budget, including special districts.
6:48.
Thank you, Mr. Picallo. All right.
Fine.
Does anyone like to come up and speak?
Time?
6:48.
6:48.
Would anyone like to come up and speak for or against the proposed preliminary budget? Okay. Being none, let's hold that for a second. Sorry, you go ahead.
You're going to leave it open.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I think Mr. Picallo told you. Yeah, I think there's some additional work to be done on this.
Okay.
So we would like, why don't you go ahead, Mike?
The supervisor and I talked briefly before the meeting, but again, we're all here now. I know, speaking with other board members, they would like more time with the budget. So again, I don't want to speak for anybody else, but
I would like more time. I think the deadline is the 20th. Is that correct? So I think it would behoove the people of the town as well as the rest of the board to have more time to comb through it. There's some changes that are desired. And so I think it would behoove the town to give us more time.
Okay.
I don't want to delay this much longer because we only have till Thursday of next week. Monday, the 17th, if that's available.
That's
I'd like to
fine.
get this out of the way quickly.
Give me
Is
a
that
time.
available, Tracy?
What time?
6:30?
That's fine with me. Does the rest of the board have an opinion on that position on the time?
Then Tracy, do we have enough time to publish that too?
Just planning board, Wednesday. Court.
Oh, okay, okay. And there's no motion for that, right? Or do we have to?
All right, go. Move to adjourn I move to adjourn the public hearing to Mondays, November 17th
Mm-hmm.
at 6:30 PM. Cicero Town Hall. It's for a special town board meeting. I apologize. Well, we're adjourning it, then it's a separate motion for the special meeting, correct, Mr.? Yeah, okay. So this is on the adjournment.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anybody wish to vote no or abstain? Okay,
Move the adoption resolution, hold a special town board meeting on Monday, November 17th, 2025 at 6:30 PM at the Cicero Town Hall.
Second.
discussion. Only thing that I'd ask is if you would send the revisions to out to everyone, so we know we have coming towards us. Fair enough?
That's
Yeah,
fair.
yeah.
That's fair.
Okay.
I
All
agree.
in favor?
Aye.
Wish to vote no or abstain, passed. Okay,
By what time?
by who?
Yeah.
By
do you
what
have in
time?
mind for
Not
that?
6:30.
Right now,
It's not
6:30. Yeah,
6:25,
not
I
6:25.
agree, yeah.
That's also fair. 6:24.
Deal.
Move for the adoption of resolution to hire the following as part-time seasonal laborers to serve as wingers assisting the highway department in snow removal. Hirees as follows: Donald Birdie, Gregory Forbes, Nicholas Ferguson, and Michael Zakowski. The hourly rate will be $25 an hour with a 3-hour minimum and start dates on or after November 13th, 2025. Budget code 003-5142-0105-0000.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Vote no or abstain. Hold on one second, Mike. I got a question for you, Robert. Can we have another workshop for the budget? Yeah. We have to call for a special meeting for it? Yes. Do we need another workshop?
I don't think so.
I'm ready on my end. So this question is for the rest of
I
us.
don't think another workshop. If you did, I would suggest having it immediately preceding the meeting. That way we're not, I mean, that way we're,
As long as we're gonna get some input back and forth with each other and have some conversation between, not everybody, but,
that's my intent.
okay. Okay, go ahead. Who's next?
No, we're
We
still in the
didn't
middle of
vote
it.
on that yet.
Did someone second it, Ms. Hasselman?
I think I did.
Yep. All in favor?
Aye.
The vote no or abstain, passed.
Move for the adoption resolution to approve the renewal to the Mitchell software for fleet management in the amount of $7,368. Budget code 003-5130-4362-0000. This is an annual contract.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Vote no or abstain, passed.
Move for the adoption resolution to approve payment to Rosselli Concrete for 28 yards of concrete in the amount of $5,500. Budget code 003-5132-4710-0000.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Vote no or abstain, passed.
Move for the adoption resolution to approve payment to Hybrid Building Solutions for 24 V blocks for the base of the topsoil shed in the amount of $6,120. Budget code 003-5132-4710-0000.
Second.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Vote no or abstain, passed.
Move for the adoption resolution to approve payment to Allied Spring for suspension repair in the amount of $12,983.62. Budget code 003-5130-4315-0000.
Second.
Discussion. All in
I just
fa-
have a quick question. Are all of these things going out to bid? Or are we just picking one for all of these? Okay. Okay, thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Vote no or abstain, passed.
Move for the adoption resolution to approve Sun Environmental to clean out the separator in the approximate amount of $8,500. Budget code 003-5132-4710-0000.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Vote no or abstain, passed.
Move the adoption resolution to release and return the $100,000 letter of credit to Huber Brewer Construction for Trey J. Loso LLC being held for the completion of stormwater management facilities in the project site. The work has been completed and has been deemed satisfactory.
Second.
Discussion.
You're good with this, Kate, Steve? It's satisfactory to you both? All right.
And they did do work behind those homes, correct? Is that the? Yep. Okay, thanks.
Is there any like length of time, like if you find something within a certain time frame, like insurance type of? Okay. Okay. Okay.
Thanks, Steve. All in favor?
Aye.
Vote no or abstain? Passed.
Move to adoption resolution to accept a letter agreement dated November 6, 2025 with Colliers Engineering to complete the town code update on a time and materials basis for up to $70,000 and to appropriate $70,000 of capital fund balance to budget code 300-0000-8097-0000 for this expense. The town received a grant from Onondaga County for $170,000, of which $168,848.34 has been spent by Colliers. The comprehensive plan was completed and the code update is underway. Approval of the letter agreement will allow the code's update to continue. Budget code 300-0000-8097-0000. Yeah, it is.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Vote no or abstain? Passed.
Move the adoption resolution to release the $20,431.96 posted by Barrett Paving Materials Incorporated, BPMI, being held as part of the uncompleted work agreement for the Brewerton Streetscapes Project, PIN 3850-R.77, and accept the letter of guarantee from BPMI ensuring that the North Country Garden Center Incorporated will ensure that all street trees will be alive and hardy in June 2026.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Vote no or abstain? Passed.
Excuse me. Move to adopt a resolution to improve Aqua Project number 9004203 to install approximately 3,090 feet of water main, 5 new hydrants and related appurtenances in the existing Oneida Park, West Bridgeport, and Bull Street water districts, and approve the supervisor to sign all related agreements. $160,000 of the project is to be funded with ARPA funds previously obligated for it. The remaining $240,000 to be appropriated from General Fund A fund balance. The project is shown and referred to as map file number 1998, sheets 1 through 3. According to the agreement, Aqua will install the water main, hydrants number 15416, 15417, 15418, 15419, and 15420, and related appurtenances at the town's expense of $400,000. When complete, the Oneida Park, West Bridgeport, and Bull Street water districts will be billed an annual hydrant maintenance expense, which is currently $92.96 per hydrant. Furthermore, the town is obligated to obtain the required easement description for Aqua's proposed easement as shown on a map provided by Aqua. Budget code 050-8340-0200-0000, $160,000, and 001-7110-4700-0000, $240,000.
Second.
Discussion.
Appreciate your work on this, Kate.
So also give us water through the park.
Yep.
Great.
Yep.
Thank you. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Vote no or abstain? Passed. Move the adoption resolution to accept a check for $3,000 in regards to the Walmart Community Policing Grant and to appropriate the funds to budget code 002-3120-4900-5011 Walmart Community Grant.
Second.
Discussion.
Thanks, Chief, for always fighting for your own grants. You do a lot to bring in more money for your department. I think everyone can learn from you. Thank you. What's that? We're gonna, oh,
I want to make a statement to that all of our departments work hard in this town. Each and every one of these town departments work hard. Okay, Chief, you do a great job. And all the rest of the departments in this town do an amazing job on a day-to-day basis. All in favor?
Aye.
I'd like to add to that as well. I don't think that you need to have the final word. I just was saying that we could learn from how we can raise money for the departments. So I think in that aspect, we could learn how to do that.
Okay, Counselor Bacala, number 9.
Please don't
Parks
interrupt
and-
me when I'm talking. I don't think that's appropriate.
Parks and Recreation, move adoption of resolution to approve and authorize the comptroller to execute the Rec Desk credit card processor contract. The contract will streamline payments by using a built-in credit card processor that would make the parks program's payment system more efficient.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Wish to vote no or abstain? Passed. Anybody have any discussion items?
I do.
Go ahead, Michael.
Kate, so I know we've been going back and forth about was it 62? I forget the address. Yes. What do we have to do to get anything rolling? It's been going on for a while.
It appeared from the last email exchange that you reached out to him and he just said, we don't need anything more from the town. And I'm assuming you haven't heard further from him.
No.
I'm going to be having a meeting with the same gentleman on a different project. I will follow up and ask him. And if he says it's going to go nowhere, we're going to ask if we can go out and open the grate and at least verify whether something can or cannot be done. That's all we were asking. Can it be done?
Yeah.
So,
Thank you for that. It's just
sure.
for everybody up here, more background. Drainage issue that the town went into. We thought it was fixed. Looks like it's not. Correct me if I'm wrong, like the pipe seems to be like going.
When they
across-
did the Thompson Road
Yeah.
improvement project, so they piped in some of that drainage. And when they put those pipes in the catch basins, it seems to be a little higher than the existing ditches that used to go into the roadside ditches. So we've brought this up for several years to them. And, there's a lot of, everybody's got a lot on their plate. It's not a huge issue, but it is an issue. Anyway, so we have a persistent resident and we've asked them to look to see if they could lower the pipe that takes in that swale. We don't know if it can or not. We need to get eyes on it. And that's really the big question. And then if it can be done, then we ask them to do that.
Appreciate that.
Anything else? Ludwig.
So, we got the body worn cameras for codes.
Hmm.
All right, they came in the other day. I let Steve know. Now, I made some changes to that project with the cooperation of Chief Rotuno. I don't know how all this is going to pan out, but Motorola went from $17,000 to possibly an $800 addition to our existing one system by just adding people as additional users instead of a separate system. I'm waiting for a confirmation on that from the Motorola sales rep, but we did what made sense, and the chief is the one that's allowing this for the departments to work together. All right. I talked to our comptroller today to say, if we just save $17,000, can we reallocate that money for something else? One of the things that we have is, I believe we still have our old generator from the police department, okay, that I'd wanted to put at the senior center with just buying a transfer switch, warming station, backup station, things like that. All right. I'm hoping between that money, if this really pans out, and some of the money I have left from technology, that we'll be able to do something like that. I think it's a good thing for the town. I believe it's something we wanted. While that generator is probably not proper for the police department in an emergency, our needs are different. I think we can manage that older generator for the Parks Department. Okay, so I'm hoping you'll reconsider that when I bring it up and using some of this money a little differently. The other thing that I didn't want to tell you, but I'll tell you now, is camera at the parks is live. Okay, I let Jessica know so she could test it on Facebook. But when you're ready, you can make an announcement and give it out. We can add that to the website too, instead of just their Facebook page. But the camera's been up and working for about a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Perfect. That's great. So if you're not aware, we put up a webcam at the park, and Wayne was instrumental in getting that to happen, and took a few months to get some issues taken care of, security issues with the opening of the network. So I'm glad you got that. I'm glad you told us that tonight. So now you'll have a link and you can see our beautiful lake when you click on the link. I know other towns have it, so I was vying for it. I know Sylvan Beach has it, and so it took a little while, but thank you, Wayne, on that one. Vegas Beach, yes. It faces out towards the water.
Nice.
Um, There was one more thing that I had, but no, I forgot what I wanted to say. The substation is coming along. Carpet will be put in tomorrow, and hopefully we can have a soft opening. We're gonna get some signs made for all of our sponsors and people who gave donations. It's a great asset to the town, and working with our business owner up there. So this is gonna be a positive thing for Brewerton. I know a lot of people up there have commented on it. And we've been working up there, scraping some windows and putting some flooring in and patching some holes. I know it's been a lot of work, so I want to thank everybody that's been instrumental in doing that. Okay. Anyone from the public wish to speak tonight? With that being said, I'm making a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.